Hey.
Don't start.
All right, I can't start.
Well, yeah, you can start. You can start.
I mean, it's 2020.
It's a special occasion.
Yeah, it's 2020. It's 2020. Shit. We're in a new location. Shout out to the corner. You know.
Right.
So, I mean, we're in a new location. Shout out to D-Chairs. Of course, you always got to shout out, get the DJ something. You feel me? I appreciate D-Chairs for always doing what he's supposed to be doing anytime we press and play. Anytime we press and play on the sanctuary. So, thank you.
I think we're back. You ready?
You think I'm? Yeah.
I mean, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. You know what it is. You know what it ain't. It's your boy Fly Shady Ray. You know my name. You know my gang.
And I'm Black Lay, the cultures consultant. And I mean, we back. I don't even know what to say. But you know where you are. You know where you are. This is the sanctuary.
They know. They're in the holy place. Yeah, the voices is back in their ears, giving good eargasms.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like my boy Jizzle said, the hoes love my voice, make their pussy moist. I'm not supposed to say that on the sanctuary?
Problematic.
I'm sorry.
2020 starting off
Look, Future back with Laurie Harvey. They posting pictures. Look, the toxic Ray is back.
They say Laurie Harvey is the toxic one.
Listen, we all toxic, man. And then this is the thing about Future. Just we ain't even getting into too much right now, but this is the thing about Future, man. Future really not. I ain't gonna say he not toxic. He look like he's honest with his toxicity. I can say that.
So he's toxic, but
he's good to his women.
Upfront about it.
He's good to them. To them, he's good to them. So
hey, I mean, it's whatever floats your boat. Some people can excuse
I ain't
the
dating
toxicity.
him, so I don't care.
That's true. I don't know if I could date somebody like Future and like a big star like that, because I actually saw something on Twitter earlier today where somebody had put a bunch of pictures together of Ari,
which is crazy too.
Sure.
Ari, I think it's Ari. But her old girlfriend for the niggas that don't know who we talking about.
So they put like 4 or 5 pictures of her. Pictures together is like a little collage of like her with different people that she's dated, and they was like, "Oh, this is acceptable," or some dumb shit. But I'm like,
who cares?
Don't we see this all the time with all celebrities?
But who cares?
They got their own lives. They date at their own pace. They ain't putting no money in my pocket, so fuck them. To be quite honest,
I don't like how people try to control how women date. Yeah,
I don't like that either. But
I don't care. And don't get me wrong,
it's just one of the many things that has been control.
I think that everybody should do everything respectfully, for sure. But I don't think that it's an issue that a woman wants to date and just date to find out if that's who she want to be with. Just how men do. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
People should be dating to find out who they are and what they want and who they are paired well with. But I mean, you are right. Women need to do it more.
Yeah, right. And then they need to do it more because it's for real.
Men been doing the shit women do.
Yeah, and then this is real talk. And
for
then
real though.
Through I don't know this. I'm just talking my shit. But this through social conditioning, I be saying that. Well, through my experience, and then I think it's through social conditioning that a lot of women think that just because they like a guy or they like a guy a certain amount that he the one. Like, no, yo, you just might like him and y'all might just be having a good time, and that's pretty much about it. Like, it's not. I mean, not to say that the relationship shouldn't mature, but I'm saying it in a sense where that might not be the guy for you, though. Like, just because you like him, that don't mean it's the one. But men aren't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is really only one way to find out. But men aren't taught to date in that manner. Like, we're taught to date as if dating is disposable. The women are disposable.
Yeah, I was about to say men are taught to date for fun and for experiences and for their own men stories.
Yeah,
they're not taught to date to actually find the person that they want to be with.
Yeah, most men ain't taught to be husbands for real, and women are.
What the hell are men taught to be do?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's a household thing. I'm exhausted. I mean, in my house, I can speak for my household, but in totality, look at me. I can't even. I'm stumbling over my words and shit.
It's okay.
I'm back in 2020.
Right. Can't neither one of us talk. We ain't even do what we supposed to be doing,
look,
right?
It don't matter. That's how you know we excited.
We back. We excited.
We back. We excited. But matters. Before we get to, well, I mean, fuck it. While we here, we gonna keep going.
Yeah, just we gonna finish our point and then do what we supposed to do.
So I mean, I don't know, yo, because in American society, all men been taught to do is just be
trash.
Yeah, I guess that's if you want to say it.
You can say it.
I ain't gonna say trash. I'm not gonna say
I
trash because
am.
everything is not trash that men have been taught, but a lot of it has been very perverted. Like, yeah, I would say that.
Trash.
No, I'm not
Trash.
gonna say it.
Trash. Okay, I know why you don't want to say trash because you don't want to be part of the men of trash movement.
No,
okay,
I ain't in it.
I know you don't
My
want to
name
be part of
Bennett.
that. However, we gonna call it what it is. It's trash behaviors. It's toxic behaviors, and it's behaviors that are supposed to be expressions of manhood that are just not healthy. They're not healthy for the men who are producing those expressions, and they're not healthy for the people who are being affected by it. So that's why I'm calling it trash. Not because I want to be a man basher, not because I want to be a man hater. I love the male sex, but y'all got some problems.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna put it on the forefront.
Yeah, I mean,
so it's trash.
I mean, I can't. Like I said, I can't disagree. I mean, we was having a conversation earlier, with Jimmy Kelso about how there's no man on this, in American society that hasn't experienced, hasn't taken place in misogyny or sexism,
or just either had toxic behaviors and had to unlearn them. I mean,
right.
It's a process, and I don't want to just focus on men, but I'm gonna say what it is. I'm calling a spade a spade.
I mean, it's the perpetrator. Men have been the perpetrators of this, and women have been just what's the right word for it? I don't really know, but they just been
women have been subject
to
to women have been subject to it, women have learned to adapt. And we have formed our own toxic ways in response sometimes to the things that men perpetrate. So
yeah,
I completely understand. It's some toxic women out here. That's why I mean Laurie Harvey might be the toxic one.
Man, I
she
don't even like. I don't even
crazy.
care. I don't even. And then, real talk, man. Real talk. See, I don't. When I mean I don't care, I mean it in the sense where I think that she's just finding herself. Like, I can't. She
Laurie
young.
Harvey is like 20 what? Like 21, 22? Like,
and it's different because
she need to be exploring. Number one, she need to be
Yeah.
exploring.
Yes, she need
for
to be
more
dating.
than just she need to be dating to find herself.
And she was
as
born
a
in
woman,
a different tax bracket.
She need to be dating to find herself, whether as it relates to like the money that she has or the status that she has. Like, she has different dating obstacles that the average Joe doesn't have. But at the end of the day, she needs to be dating and exploring at her age. But she gonna date the niggas that's in her tax bracket, which might be Future
or her stepdad,
her father's,
her
or
father's,
or her mom's,
whatever you want to call her
tax bracket. So, I mean, she ain't dating no average Joe. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, buddy.
And she learning from her mom. Her mom, listen, her mom. She
Her mama
got
know
in
how
where
to-
she fit in.
yeah.
Her
Her
mom
mama
got in where she
know
fit
what to
in.
do,
So,
yeah.
and I ain't mad at women for doing that. Hey, if that's something that you got going for yourself, make it work. Because men do certain things that they got going for themselves that make it work.
That's
I mean,
true.
and then this too, though, a lot of like manhood isn't about selling sexuality. A lot
That's
of
true.
and I mean American, and I don't mean. Yes, I'm gonna say what I'm saying.
Right, just get it out.
Anyway, like a lot of what we have been taught, well, a lot of what I've known and what I've been seeing women taught, what womanhood has been is pretty much just sexual. Like, it's all about her body and stuff like that. And if that's all you feel like you got as a woman to get shit in life, that's what you're gonna use. And men
That's
don't have the
true.
same luck. Well, I'm not gonna call it a luxury. Men don't have to do that. And nowadays, men aren't even afforded the luxury. So, hey, which I mean, that's why I'm not. Nah, real talk. But that, go ahead, talk the talk.
No, I was about to make a joke.
Yeah, on the OnlyFans or some
Yes,
shit.
I was about to say
It ain't too many niggas popping on OnlyFans, yeah.
It's gotta be.
I don't know. I ain't seen them on my. I mean, I don't want to see them, but
I was about to say.
But you see anything on Twitter?
That's true.
I was ready to say on my timeline, because I mean, you see anything on timelines.
That's true.
People
That's true.
retweet this, repeat. I mean, anytime I be saying that type of shit, I'll block the person who.
I block the person who
Yeah,
shared it.
I'm good on that.
Or
I'm
I
good
turn
on that.
off their retweets.
Yeah, turn off their retweets. You can turn off somebody retweets.
Yes.
How you do
If
that?
you gotta go to, like, let's say they retweet something, you click either you click on their profile and actually go to it. Actually, I'll go to it. But you can turn off their retweets, and you can turn off, like, you can just mute them as a whole. So if you turn off their retweets, you're turning off, like, you're not seeing anything that they retweet. And I do this for people who tweet porn all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
see, I didn't know that.
these bastards. First of all, y'all need to be stopped. Take that shit somewhere else. I don't think it's for Twitter. And Twitter is the last great social network left.
No, I mean, I ain't gonna say that. This is the thing right here. Twitter should be able to have.
Porn shouldn't be on Twitter though. That's how I feel.
I'm not
Porn
gonna
shouldn't
say
be on
that.
Twitter.
I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that because I don't want to. I don't want to leave it up to Twitter, to the establishment, to police what I want to see. So I think it should be up to me, but Twitter should give people the option to really see it or not, which they do. I mean, obviously you giving people tools now. Obviously I mute certain things. So like mute words, like I got pretty much a lot of sex words muted. So nah, for real. I do. But cause man, I don't be wanting to see none of that stuff. I don't be wanting to see none of that stuff, man. I really don't though. But just back to the Laurie Harvey, the Ari situation. I really don't even care. Like I said, I think women should exercise their freedom to find out what they want to do when they come to dating. Yeah, I
agree.
I mean,
it's not that big of a deal, but it's gonna be a big deal.
Yeah, and then I don't like that people trying to call her like she was born in a different tax bracket. Yeah, like if I was born rich, I'm not dating no broke girl. Like it just don't make sense. Or girl, like, cause for example, if you if you live in if you from a rich family, you go to a rich school. Mm-hmm. So 9 times out of 10,
and you when you're in that tax bracket, you're used to wealth being around
yeah,
you. Like
I'm not. Yeah, it makes no sense.
Jewelry, you're used to having designer clothes. You're used to having those cars. Like you're used to having all that shit. Like,
and I'm gonna keep having it.
So why would you remove yourself from that? I understand. Like people have issues with money, so I understand that, and the energy that money brings. So I completely understand that. But y'all really expect Laurie Harvey to date a school bus driver? She's not.
Yeah.
She ain't dating the mechanic. She ain't dating the car salesman.
Yeah.
She ain't dating the nigga that's the general manager of the car wash. Like she's not. I'm sorry.
And then you know what? Well, I'll be on it. And I think I probably said this before.
And no disrespect to none of those professions, but those are just blue collar professions.
Nah, real talk.
Laurie Harvey ain't dating.
I'll solve this with one quick statement. And I think I done said this on here before, but men need to date in their tax bracket. Like period.
That's true.
Because a rich dude he has the ability to date whoever he want. Mm-hmm. So you either get your money up, get your dollars up, and afford yourself that luxury, or don't. As simple as that. Date in your tax bracket. Get a girl that don't care about the lap of luxuries. That's fine. Because there's some fine women that don't care. That's you can fashion over her up. She don't care about the for real. Because some girls don't care about getting a Giuseppe dress.
Yeah.
Nobody even know you got a Giuseppe dress except you.
Yeah.
The fashion over girl. Matter of fact, 9 times out of 10, since the fashion over some cheap shit, it's gonna hug the body a little bit better. So she gonna get the looks anyway. But people don't care. Like, I mean, and don't get me wrong. Whatever your taste level is, your taste level. Like, if that's what you like the quality, cool. There's nothing wrong with that by any means. But I'm just saying, fellas, date your tax bracket and you'll solve a lot of your problems, yo.
People get taste confused with standards. Like, that's not the same thing.
True. That's a good statement right there.
I could love. Okay. Let's see. Like, I could love something designer, but my standard of what I want to wear is cool, comfortable clothes that match my personal style.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to be designer.
Yeah, designer ain't in my tax bracket right yet. But when the Sanctuary podcast get popping, listen.
Designer brands, bring your sponsorships.
I'm going to up it up. Shit. I'm going to up it up. Nah, real talk. I'm going to bring up some of these up and coming, like, dope ass brands. Yeah. Like, I do think that's a good thing that people do that. That, like, how basically back in the day, how LL did that for FUBU. Like I'm into that. Like, so I'm a still mess with quality
FUBU on
street.
In a Gap commercial.
Yeah, like I'm gonna put the quality brands, the streetwear brands, up and coming brands, even high fashion up and coming high fashion brands that are coming up. I'm aware of that too, though. So I mean, I'm not just going to just up my tax bracket and just say fuck everything else and only buy the expensive stuff that I have no ties to, honestly.
Yeah.
Except I'm in a tax bracket now, because I mean I do think that that's lame too, though, that people get money and then they forget about really actually living and surviving,
like
and
the basics that you need to live.
Right, and all they
not
want
even
is the
basics
extra
that you
stuff.
need to live, but the basics that you need to be comfortable. Like
Right.
You don't have to accept the bare minimum, but you don't have to do the most just because you have money.
Completely
a lot of people
agree.
don't get that. But
I mean,
before we even get
too
even
much
further off the tracks,
too much, a little bit, even too much further.
we doing too much. But we back. It's 2020. How you feeling to be back, Flash Ray?
I mean, I'm feeling good to be back. I mean, you can follow me on my social medias.
Okay.
Still the same way. Look, if you're a newcomer, first of all, I appreciate everybody. If you're first time listening, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Your first time doing anything with this Sanctuary podcast, thank you.
Yes.
If you press play, thank you. If this your second or third, if you're a part of the congregation, thank you.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you for being patient with
Mm-hmm.
us. Thank you for spreading the word. People have been asking if you hit us up, if you talk to us in person, if you mention the podcast, DM, text, call, or whatever. We certainly do appreciate it. And that's why we so happy to be back. We happy to sit here, talk our shit, be ourselves, and engage with the congregation. I can't even talk.
No, I'm telling you, too excited to be back.
I'm too excited.
That's all it is.
I'm too excited.
You got the jitters. But again, follow at your own risk. I am at Flash Ray. This is
Blacklay, of course. All my social media is the same. It's at Blacklay, which is BLVCKLAE.
There you go. And then, of course, you can,
Follow
add yourself.
the podcast, of course.
Right, and add yourself to be a part of the congregation on also, I ain't going to say all, but Twitter. Well, not Twitter either.
We just have Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, right. Let me see. I got to get back on the groove. Just Instagram right now. I apologize. Just Instagram. That's at The Sanctuary Pod.
Correct.
Also, you can do our link tree. It's and our link tree pretty much has everything. Not pretty much. It does have everything. Any way that we can be reached via email, Patreon. Also, we still doing that. SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple iTunes podcast as well. We still on there. We still there. Matter of fact, appreciate everybody that's been listening, because we see y'all still pressing play. So thank you. Thank you.
And somebody listening to us. So
so I appreciate that.
It. We really do appreciate it.
But yeah, you can get everything on our link tree. That's LINK.
Nope. LINKTR.ee/ The Sanctuary Pod, right?
There we go.
Okay. All right.
You know it better than I do.
Because listen, I'm driving over here. I'm like, what's the link tree?
I mean, I'm gonna try to find it.
But
okay.
We back for season 3, as you can see.
Yes,
and as you can hear.
Right, it is. It's
we in a beautiful location in Charlotte, North Carolina. We are here at the corner. It is an amazing, unique.
It's an experience. It's an experience.
Bodega. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. But
yeah,
pull up.
Come in here.
8838 Arbor Creek Drive.
8838 Arbor Creek Drive. Please
pull up to the corner.
Pull
Support.
up to the corner. It's on the
get
corner.
Any type of snacks.
Asian snacks.
It's all type of cool knickknacks here. Just come. Come.
You can definitely get your Good Karma gear here also.
Yes.
Come get your DCIIV if I'm not DCIV. Yeah, DCIV. I'm sorry. Get your DCIV gear here also.
Okay.
All good. This
You can
some
just
Charlotte
pull up.
shit, man.
Yeah,
This
pull
is Charlotte.
up.
This is Charlotte.
Get some local Charlotte merch. Get some merch designed by some great people here in Charlotte. Get some snacks.
It's an amazing spot, man.
Just come.
Just pull up.
If you've been seeing us tag it, right?
Yep.
And I'm tired of y'all.
Asking
Where's this
me,
at? Where's this
cool,
at?
all
Even
of
when I
this.
put the address there, where's this at? Where's this at? Pull your ass up. 8838 Arbor Creek Drive. Okay? Pull up. So, please make sure you pull up and support.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Shout out Miss Amy again.
Yes,
Always do that.
shout out to Miss Amy.
Yes.
Shout out to Miss Amy. Thank you for letting us use this space. And I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready to get to the nitty gritty.
Go ahead. I mean, we started off hot. We started off hot just now.
We did. Kind of sweating low key.
Man, I don't know though, man. I'm just still thinking about the whole Laurie Harvey type situation. I mean, it don't even matter though. But staying on black women, because I mean, black women has been hot, forever, but
okay.
recently, I mean, because Black Twitter, it's every other day, it's a conversation about what niggas ain't doing, and then how black women feel. It's one of the two things.
That's true.
It's one of the two things.
That is true.
It's what niggas ain't doing,
That's
and
true.
then how black women feel.
That is true. That is true.
That happens on Twitter every 1 to 3 days.
Actually, that's more of an everyday cycle.
Yeah.
Like
that's only I've 1 to 3 days for me, because I don't be taking my black ass on there, because I don't be wanting to see it all the time.
Yeah, every 1 to 3 days.
Yeah, 1 to 3 days for me. Yeah, but
so what happened?
Oh man, my
what
baby Ari Lennox,
this,
man.
This 1 to 3 day cycle.
Well, this one day I got on Twitter. I mean, well, first of all, it's been a lot going on in the media sphere in general.
Yes.
Since we've been gone.
You did make up media sphere last
media
season,
sphere.
right?
Yeah,
I forgot you
look,
did make that word.
Yeah, no, you probably just crunkled your face up like, yeah, what is this nigga talking about? No,
Matter
media
of fact,
sphere
you
is
need
a
to put
real
it right
world.
here.
Yeah.
Media sphere.
Right, exactly.
This is the placeholder when we get the definition.
The media sphere. Yeah.
But yeah, the media sphere is crazy, but go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, it's just been going crazy. I mean, and since we haven't been here in a while, I mean, it's so much that we could talk about, but we have to obviously keep it as current as possible.
Yeah.
And one thing that been on my mind that I have been wanting to talk about is this situation with the Ari Lennox, also Teyana Taylor, but Teyana Taylor didn't react in the manner that Ari Lennox did. But with a tweet that went viral, a black guy, well, allegedly, because I mean, we don't know who is who on Twitter anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Allegedly, it was the Avi was a black guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he had made a comment that, and I'm paraphrasing, ladies and gentlemen, that he finds it hard to believe that Ari Lennox and Teyana Taylor has this amazing sex appeal, but yet to manage look like Rottweilers.
Yeah, just let me.
I don't even know what to say after that.
I feel like with this situation.
Yeah, let the black woman speak.
It's layers to the shit, first of all, because we're talking about, well, the reason why this was received so crazy, of course, in black Twitter, you have people on both sides, like, I agree with this nigga. Other people was like, nigga, you're wrong. So, I mean, it's on both sides, but I understand the outrage here because first you have somebody, whether they're a black person or not, comparing two black women who are highly visible to an animal. So that's one layer here. Another layer is, and I don't even want to say this word because it's a sparker, but it's a layer of colorism here too. Because
well, yeah, Rottweilers are dark, they're black, and she.
It's that way though, but I'm not even talking about the way.
Oh
the
well,
Rottweiler
yeah,
looks.
okay. No,
it's
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, these are darker skinned women.
Right. It's a high frequency of darker skinned black women being compared to dogs, animals, roaches, dirty ass cracks, burnt skid marks on the road, black ass tires, Sharpies, magic markers, like all type of black shit. So I get it.
I forgot Young Thug did tell them girls at the airport they look like roaches.
Like it's layers here. It's layers here.
It ain't funny. It's not funny. I'm not taking it to the joke.
It's not funny.
No.
Then there's another layer here. Because a lot of people
all about that dumb shit though.
With Teyana Taylor, through her entire career,
fine.
people
have
have always talked about how strong and masculine her features are.
Which I don't get.
So
that,
when you put her and you put Ari Lennox in the mix, which Ari Lennox, her facial features aren't very masculine to me, but they are striking because it's mainly her nose area that they were comparing to the Rottweiler, right? Like the size of her nostril.
I don't even know what they was even comparing to the actual dog. Honestly, I didn't even get that deep into it.
That's the comparison that I'm gonna draw, but it's layers of issues here. And nigga, somebody gonna check you. I'm sorry. Matter of fact, I'm not sorry. I'm not. I feel like these conversations get exhausting though, because first of all, I'm as a darker skinned black woman, I'm tired of us having to speak up and say, hey, we're beautiful too. And we may not be saying that explicitly, but we're doing things to try to level out the preference for particular shades. We're doing things to try to combat colorism. We're doing things like, let's figure out how we can help change Teyana Taylor's image and make her more sexually attractive, or take the conversation away from her face. I'm not saying this is what she intentionally did, but I'm trying to just mentally work through what you would do to try to combat, hey, this person is ugly, Rottweiler comparison.
Have you ever done
comparison.
anything being a darker skinned black woman? Have you done things to compensate those? Yeah, how have you grown a thicker skin?
So I actually have a story about this. When I was in the 8th grade, I went to James Martin and I cheered on the cheerleading team. And the cheerleaders, we were different sizes, because in middle school, girls are going through puberty. People are forming different. They're filling out different. They're tall, short, like people's bodies are changing. So me, I'm a dark skinned 8th grade girl, me struggling with having to already go through teasing and stuff like that through elementary school. I went through it through middle and high school. People still say colorist things to this day. However, when I was in 8th grade, so I cheered. One of my good friends on the cheerleading team was like the polar opposite of me. She was very tall, very, very high yellow, light skin, had very long dark brown hair. So we're just chilling in class one day, and 2 of our male classmates are sitting over in the corner, and they don't know that basically everybody can hear their conversation. So they're basically comparing me and my homegirl. They like, oh, do you like, I'm gonna make up a name, do you like Kelly, like do you think Kelly looks good? And the guy's like, oh yeah, she's pretty, she light skinned, she got long hair, like she looks good. Meanwhile, Kelly did not have a shape. Like, she wasn't forming. Like, she wasn't.
She was a rail.
Yeah, she was. She was that damn big. She was
rail.
Skinny, light skin. That's what she was. Then they started talking about me. They're like, oh, well, what do you think about her? And they're like, oh, well, she's too dark. I don't really like her face, but she has a nice body. So I've been through situations like that where I've been picked apart by my peers. Even in the 8th grade, I've been picked apart, and the best thing that came out of the situation, or their most redeeming quality of me, was the fact that I was coming into a shapely body as an 8th grader. So I've been through that shit before. That was a hurtful story. It was a hurtful situation, and especially as an 8th grader, you're not thinking like, oh, this is colorism. I'm like, damn, they like light-skinned girls. And then as I got into high school, I started to see more and more and more of it happen. More and more of guys that I liked turn away from me or give other people more attention because our features were different. So it's happened to me before. So I understand. That's why I can say I understand the different layers to this Teyana Taylor and Ari Lennox situation.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand how she was hurt, period. I mean, that's it. I mean, that there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I understand how she was hurt. I think that this is where I start to ask myself, what's really going on in the psyche of people's heads when they promote certain things?
Yeah.
Because I myself have promote Blackness loud to compensate how I felt about Blackness and how I wanted other people to perceive Blackness.
Mm-hmm.
Because of an idea of Blackness that we have been told by people that ain't never said nothing good about Blackness. So it puts us in this hard position where I think that a lot of people. Okay.
I know exactly where you're going with this. And I agree with you. I agree with you. Go ahead. You can make your point, but I agree.
So I
If
think
you
that
going where I think you're going, because sometimes you might just go off the cliff, and I might not be able to go with you. Okay.
I think we might be going in the same
Let
spot
me-
this time. Yeah, but say, yeah, don't hop in the car yet. Don't hop in
Buckle
this
up,
mother. Yeah, don't
'cause I
or,
know
or
where I'm
buckle up or
going.
buckle up. One of
Put
the
my
two.
helmet
One of the
on.
two.
I don't know where we going.
But I just think that when it comes to just the conditioning and how we as black people I'm not gonna say we overcompensate. I'm gonna get to that.
Yes.
But I think that we compensate how we feel and how we like to express blackness because we want to change our own minds by learning and manifesting how we think that we supposed to feel, and then at the same time it's a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
It's also at the same time it's like that we do certain things just to say it's almost to a point where I'm asking myself, are you convincing you?
It's performative blackness, and
Right.
that's where you're going. It's the same way I feel about these
Right.
stupid ass T-shirts that say I got a passport and hands. Bitch, who asked you? Like who asked you if you had
Right.
hands, bitch? And why are you putting that reference on a T-shirt? Why are you intentionally wearing this T-shirt to the airport to try to stir some shit because you want somebody to come at you about your blackness? Like
I'm glad
blackness
that you
is
got in
not
the
no
car.
fucking. It's not no motherfucking costume. Like you don't have to perform this shit for nobody. And that's
Right,
why when I
right.
first started talking about the situation, I'm like, it's exhausting because who the fuck are we trying to convince?
Right,
And
yeah,
why are we
right.
going so hard to convince
Right.
other people? Because
And-
if we got our mind set on, this whole blackness appreciation thing, and we want to
blackness
say
is
everybody
great
appreciate
and
it,
okay, you got in the car now.
listen, because
You
I'm
look, 'cause
driving now.
Yeah, I was ready to say, hold up. Yeah, you didn't look. You didn't grab the wheel a little bit too much because I don't know if you really want to go where I'm trying to go. Because this is
You
where
can
I'm
let
ready
me
to
out
go.
right here. You
Yeah,
can let
look,
me out.
go ahead.
You can let me out right here.
Let me pull over a
I'm
little
good.
bit.
I'm straight.
So okay. Then with that being said, the performative
Okay.
blackness. Okay. Because no, that's exactly where I was going.
Yes.
But that wasn't where I was stopping at. That wasn't the end of the route.
But I think I can see the end of this route. But go
Okay,
ahead.
yeah, I was
go
gonna
ahead,
say
go
now.
ahead.
Well,
I
if you think
I
you
can
know,
see. Yeah, I
I'm
think I
telling
can
you now
see.
whether you want to get out or you want to stay in. But,
So this
'cause
is
it's
the,
ready to
this
be
is the
bumpy.
checkpoint. This is the
Yeah,
midpoint.
Right.
Okay.
So okay, with this performative blackness and Ari Lennox specifically. Okay, with the situation with the Soul Train Awards and Lizzo getting the R&B album of the year, I guess. I'm guessing. I'm not for sure exactly what the accolade was, but either way, or
I think
Lizzo
I'm
got-
gonna interject. I think something came out that she was indirectly mad at Lizzo for getting the award or something. But I think in the actual category that Ari Lennox was in, somebody else won over her. I don't think it was Lizzo.
Okay.
But I need to look it up because I think something came out that basically.
But either way, none of that is really, the details of that part is really irrelevant to what I'm really trying to say, honestly. But so this performative blackness, and then Ari Lennox again back with that situation and how she felt as though that she was snubbed because she felt as though that she catered to neo soul and what our generation, how we feel as though our generation is missing. So she felt as though that she catered to that. And point one, that's cool. We're appreciative that you've done those things. And honestly, log off the internet first of all, and really appreciate the people that's really buying your albums is at your shows, and the shit is sold out. So I don't understand that. So I would ask for you to log off first of all. But what I'm really
I would ask for you to log
Nah,
off.
for real. I mean, seriously. I mean, and then not only that, but anyway, but just the way that she talks about the Shea Butter Bay and how she has this so much black empowerment, how she feels that black women are queens, and I'm not saying and all of these things that black women feel about themselves are absolutely factual, true, whatever. My thing is this: if you really feel that way truly, and blackness in itself, not just black women, but blackness itself is this high and mighty thing, you shouldn't allow a person that is obviously stupid in its intellect and with the backhand comment, because honestly, what he said was what he said was actually a compliment. It was just a bad way to put it. Honestly, he should have just said, with them looking so fierce, I don't see how they're still so sexy. Because I understand how some men are just intimidated by women that have strong features. They don't. It's not soft and, whatever. I get it. I think it's stupid, but whatever. But with black women feeling this certain way about themselves, and certain black people as well, why do we like to identify the worst of us as if that's all of us? I don't get that. I that makes zero sense to me. Like it literally, I don't understand it. I literally don't understand that. Because I'm just saying, because I feel that way about black women. I really feel that way about black men. So anytime that I see, like, even though the story was fake about the girl with 11 kids, I'm not going out there rushing to bash her, rushing to say, hey, this is what black women, whatever. I'm not doing that, yo. Yeah. I'm just not. Why?
I agree.
And I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying to ignore things that are actually a reality, because obviously they are going on. But if you are a person that is saying and preaching to everybody about how great blackness is and how worthy blackness is, why are you allowing unworthy blackness to be the spokesperson for us? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand that line of thinking at all. I never will. I just don't get that. You saying how you love black men and all. I just don't. I don't get it. And don't get me wrong. I do know that there's ignorance in the black male species. I know where we come from. We come from in American history. We come from a place of being held back, being not knowing, just like a woman, just like the black woman has. So it's not. We're no different. We're no different. So I don't. That's why I don't understand allowing this toxic masculinity to be the spokesperson for black males. I don't understand that. I just don't. Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to get because this is I know if you look. I asked you, did you want to get out? I asked you, did you want to get out? But yeah, I just don't understand that. Somebody got to make that make sense to me.
I just I'm struggling with a couple of different parts of that, because
well, yeah, you can pick apart my shit and then respond.
I do understand, and I do agree that we do need to stop pushing the forefront, pushing the stereotypes to the forefront, and acting like that's the only mode of thinking that we have. So I do agree with that.
That's
I don't
some
think
white shit. That is really the basic definition of race. Well, I'm not saying that it is. It's a part of what racism is,
yeah,
yo.
That's true. That's
like
true.
that.
You have to
You're
push
perpetuating.
that one,
you're perpetuating some white
that
shit.
One mind, yeah.
Yeah, like that's come on. And like I said, I've been there. I've done it. But I'm not trying to say that I'm high and mighty. But I'm saying that if you are that person that talks about how blackness is this and that on a positive note, why are you only pointing out when it comes to when you see some bad shit? Why is it that is what you want to talk about? Like I don't get it. I don't get it. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't get that either, and I don't understand why we're so hell bent on pushing that to the forefront as if that's the only perspective that we have, because it's dangerous when we think about how black people are received, because no matter how independent and how strong the black race likes to act, we do care about what other people think of us, and we do care about how we're received. So I get it 10,000%. I just don't think it's healthy for us to perpetuate that one mind. Now, I understand that people want to bring the stereotype to the forefront because they're like, hey, we need to excise this. Like, we need to get this out. This is what the problem is. But we got to understand that being black is so multi-layered. Matter of fact, I saw somebody post a meme on Instagram earlier today. And it was a pic. No, somebody posted a screenshot of a tweet. And the original tweet said, black hoteps are the number one threat to the black
Which
community.
is crazy. If they really know what hoteps even stood for, I'll say this: Malcolm X was hotep. Marcus Garvey is hotep. Like all of these black leaders that y'all praise actually really are the shit that y'all talking shit about nowadays.
And we get that. The issue is when people use hotep in that manner, they're talking about the hoteps that use their knowledge to abuse people and to impose their will upon people, whether they're truly for advancing the race or not.
No,
that's what the issue. That's what the negative connotation is behind hotep.
Yes.
Nobody is saying that what they're saying is not helpful, that it's not beneficial, and that it's not true. All of those things are true. It's just a matter of you don't have to abuse people to impose what you want them to believe. Like, you don't have to beat me up to get me to change my mind about something.
Yes.
If you lead me to the water, it's my choice to drink. It's my choice to remain ignorant.
Yes.
But you don't have to be abusive or abrasive or any type of crazy ass shit to get a response. But I understand why hoteps do it, because people only go to what's jarring. People go to what's striking.
It's the same reason why black women talk about black men ain't shit. I get it. No, I get it. I get it. That's why I said y'all. I get it.
Understand why Ari Lennox is like, why are we doing this to each other? But that is exhausting. That's exhausting. We need to spend our time
because you playing their game when you doing that.
Like, we need to go a little deeper than this surface level shit. I'm tired of teaching people the ABCs, 1, 2, 3s.
Yeah.
When we talk about, hey, colorism is a thing. Racism is a thing. Those things are things. When we get past the elementary part of it, then we can really attack the root. But I don't think it's effective to sit up on IG Live and whine, for lack of a better term. And I don't mean whine in the sense of what she was saying is not valid.
But no, what she was doing was whining.
It was whining.
No, it was whining
because it's not effective. I'm not gonna sit up on Instagram Live and talk about why are we doing this to each other.
Somebody could be saying the truth. Somebody, I'm glad you said that too.
Do the work to make sure that the message is being pushed that we should love each other, despite the way that the fact that I might have strong facial features compared to another black woman.
And then since you so powerful, since you're a queen, you should do the queen shit.
Do your work in the community. Do your work in the community.
This is what a queen would have did said. I'm sorry, peasant, for your ignorance.
Right. And that's my issue with celebrities.
Baby.
Now I understand they getting
call these peasants for what they is. No, for real. But they call them for what they are, yo.
That's
if they're ignorant, because it's ignorant. It's literally stupidity wrapped up in racism. So it's like it's self-hate, colors, and whatever label you want to put on the package to sell. But I'm just saying that's what's being done, and like we just have to call it for what it is. We can't keep putting the
attention on the elementary shit, because it's on that person to unlearn. It's not your job to use your platform and educate everyone about what colorism is. Niggas know. Can we stop acting like they don't? That's my issue. That granted, yes, she had every right to feel heard. Yes, she had every right to express herself. Do I think the way that she expressed herself is effective? Not particularly, especially if it's coming from a place of, I want to help black people understand why this is hurtful to the black race. Not, I want y'all to understand why this person hurt me.
Yeah. To take it even a step further, what about how like Lakeith Stanfield recently called out these blogs
T-blogs that I fucking hate.
Right, okay, well go ahead.
Everybody block. Shade Room block. T-Tenders block. Gossip in the City block. I don't want to see none of that shit. And I think he was right, because
what did he say for people that don't know?
So he basically went at Charlamagne. He basically went at all the T-blogs. It was a very plain post on Instagram. He was basically saying black people need to stop feeding into these types of outlets because they're not doing anything but spreading negativity. The Shade Room comes on his post and goes, oh, so y'all don't see the good that we do. What about this? What about that? And he's like, okay, but people know what the fuck they know y'all for.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, that's like a
don't
rapist
try to
saying,
play this
and I'm not saying
game.
that the Shade Room a rapist or nothing like that. I'm not even doing that at all.
But what they are doing though is being harmful in some ways.
Yeah, I mean, because their content is more pushing ignorance than it's pushing their positivity, regardless of what they're doing in the community.
And that's why I say block.
I want to hear that.
That's why I say block them. For 2020, New Year's resolution, you want to stop the negativity in your life, block all
We're
of
gonna
them.
get there. We're gonna get to the resolutions, but
I mean, we're going to get there, but just do that one right now for your own personal
right,
sanity.
Right.
But no, I agree with Lakeith Stanfield. It was people in his comments like, oh, why are you coming at them? They ain't do nothing to you. They post you, blah, 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 all type of stuff like that. And I'm like, when did we get to the point where black people can't critique black outlets? Because the Shade Room and all them, they claim to be for all this black positivity. You want to pinpoint examples of when you posted something positive. But if I go to the Shade Room right now, if I literally go to the Shade, my damn phone is so I can go to the Shade Room right now.
It's on the charger. But let me ask
you this. If I go to the Shade Room right now, you know it's gonna be some mess. You know what you going there for. So let's not sit up here and act like, oh, I go to the Shade Room for positivity. You can go to plenty other black pages. You can go to, matter of fact, I bet your friend got a motivational black page that you don't even follow. You don't even post that shit. So don't act like you go to these blogs and shit to see the positive shit going on. You go to keep up with the celebrities, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you need to be mindful that they're not just posting the positive things. They posting mess. They posting shade. They call it a damn Shade Room.
Right. And shade ain't good. Shade ain't, I mean,
I've washed my hands with the Shade Room. I think I unfollowed them like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I never really been into those like you just heard what I said about how I think that if you talk about blackness in a certain manner, you shouldn't pay attention to certain things. So I mean, I'm right on the line with Keith. What's Keith Stanfield?
Lakeith
Stanfield. Yeah, and if you don't know who he is, he just played in the movie with Adam Sandler. Don't know that name of that movie, but he was in Get Out.
He was the weird black dude in Get Out.
Yep, he was also in
the Sorry to Bother You.
Yep, that was my next one right there.
He is Darius from Atlanta as well.
Correct.
Speaking of Atlanta's coming back 2021, 2 seasons in that year. So I'm excited, but I'm heartbroken. But continue.
I mean, look, you didn't just get ATL a drop. You talking about and continue and stuff, but
because
I mean,
I'm ready for Atlanta to come back. Okay, I'm about to binge watch the first 2 seasons on Hulu right now.
Like you ain't already seen them,
and I'm gonna relive them over again.
Nah, but it's just crazy though, man. But I do think Lakeith Stanfield is right though about just in general, just making sure we looking at more positive things when it comes to ourselves and our light. But it is what it is, man. I mean, like I said, I don't disagree with him at all.
But how do you feel? Because I feel like his message was more so a broader message about just being accountable for what we actually consume, especially when it comes to the black images and the black dialogues and conversations that we consume and participate in. So, I mean, do you think that those blogs serve some type of importance in the community, or, I mean, can we just scrap them, to be quite honest?
I mean, I don't really see the purpose that they serve, but I get it because I mean I get that those sites are like they're gossip sites. They're there for it's noise basically. So I mean I'm not looking for it to be anything that is going to be of substance. There's not going to be anything but noise. And I think that people that look for noise to be in their lives, and especially noise that ain't got nothing to do with them in their lives, it's like as if they're like, okay, they're entertained by dysfunction.
That's true.
So I mean, I'm not with none of that stuff. So do I think it really serve a purpose? No. I mean, it's catering to dysfunctionalness. Like the fact is they're not even reporting on anything positive with the celebrities.
Yeah.
Let alone
they're
actually
not
talking about things that's going on in real life. So it's difficult. It's hard.
I mean, I feel like that those points that you made make me think about the transition. I'm not sure if you were familiar ever with the blog Nicole Bitchie.
Right, yeah.
It's how it's now EXO Nicole, right? So
yeah, she's from where I'm from in Maryland. Actually,
I feel like, well, not even that I feel like, but she talked about making that transition
because it was consuming.
Because it was
consuming her, making her sick, literally.
following celebrities' lives down to the T, down to what they had in their ass,
and then
down to who they was dating. That's time consuming.
and then it's not
energy consuming.
again. All that is cool if you're doing it in a positive light, but these
Right, but
people aren't
that's
doing
not
it that way.
productive,
And then
right.
you make an enemy. Like it's just literally nothing but
Yeah.
chaos and dysfunction in your life, and you're putting other people's chaos and dysfunction in your
In
life.
your life,
that
you caring about stuff that's
they
literally
didn't
not
ask,
even on your radar.
Yeah, they
like,
didn't even ask for you to
it's
be in
not
their
even on your
business.
radar.
Shade Room didn't ask nobody to be in nobody's business, yo.
I agree with that, but I feel like when it comes to the Shade Room's response to Lakeith Stanfield, don't get mad because now you being called out like, oh, we need to stand up.
Well,
Don't get mad because people know you for mess and then try to throw up, oh, well, we
Yeah.
did this and the third. Don't try to act like you pushing the positive to the forefront. That's my issue. Let's not get upset because of how people respond to what you put out there. If you know if you know without a shadow of, matter of fact, the Shade Room knows that its success comes from being messy. So they're not going to stop. That's their bread and butter. However, what you can do is control what you consume. You can control the images that you consume. You can control who you follow.
Yeah.
Which is why I told myself I'm going to take a step back from being so involved in celebrities' lives and dramas. I shouldn't be caring about that stuff. The only reason why I used to keep up with those types of blogs was because I used to write. I used to be a blogger. I used to be a writer. I used to be deep in the culture like that. So I understand it, but you have to come to a point where you either going to remove that from your life or you're going to continue to complain about why messiness continues to surround you.
Yeah, I mean, and then you wanting, because you're not even looking, again, these people that even looking at these blogs, not taking off the Shade Room now, just talking about the people that are consuming these things. The people that are consuming these things are basing their lives off of the negativity of somebody else's lives. And they're only seeing the superficial and the surface level of the good things that they get from being a celebrity, having money, people knowing you. That's the surface level of the benefits. That's you literally only want the most minuscule part of what a celebrity is.
Yeah, you want the crust off the pizza.
Right, yeah. Like that's
it might be
it.
stuffed crust depending on how much money you got, but it's still just the crust.
And then again, when it comes to actually basing their lives off of other things, again, it's majority negativity. Like it's just simple as that.
It really
it's like, I'm honestly, man, I don't even see how many people can really trust people that really be consuming all of that type of stuff all the time. Again, it's entertainment to a point. Again, I'm American, first of all.
Yeah.
I'm an American, so dysfunction is in my blood.
Yeah.
Let me not try
It's
to
the
be
reason
above
why
my
it's a reality TV show on every damn channel.
right. And I enjoy some of reality TV.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's entertaining.
Yeah.
So I'm not about to sit up there and act as though I'm not American and then I don't enjoy certain things as well. But I'm saying in the point where these things are consuming me, where I'm feeling inadequate as a person because I'm not even on the blog. Like it's crazy. Like people really want to be popping for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Like I don't even want to be known really, for real. Like that shit is hectic. But I mean, it is what it is, man. I don't know. I don't know.
In 2020, we got to do better.
Yeah.
We have to do better with what we consume. We need to reevaluate why we consume those types of media. And I mean, how is it really helping you? I'm not saying you can't have fun. You can't be entertained by those things because we're still human beings, like you said. So we're going to be entertained by it. But it's a difference between being entertained and being consumed.
Yep.
So in 2020, I just want all y'all niggas to do better.
I mean, speaking of doing better in 2020, that's one resolution that you
Yes.
brought up. Well, shit, what's the other
resolution.
resolutions that you? Matter of fact, and y'all can comment on the
us
page.
know your
Let us know your
resolutions,
resolutions,
baby.
man. I know what's the day? What's the
It's
day?
the 12th.
The 12. We
you
12
know,
days in, and we finally
about
asking.
12 days behind,
But,
right?
you know,
But still, January is a practice run, so really February 1st is the beginning of the year.
gym.
Right. I mean, I'm waiting till February because
Yeah, I mean, I stay fit all year round, so I don't really be tripping off of that. Don't get me wrong, I could be in the gym more consistent,
Yeah.
but for the most part, I stay fit. Like I
That's
work
good.
out, so I don't really have to worry about that.
that's a good thing. What I would say for my own personal resolutions for the new year is just to, honestly just be more gentle with myself, because
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
one.
I'm a very big critic of everything that I do. I have lived under my own criticism for the past 20 something years. And it's hard. It's hard getting up every day and feeling like you walking on eggshells with yourself. So I would say that's one of my resolutions, to be more gentle with myself.
Likewise.
Because I'm a human. I'm not perfect, and nobody else is. I give people more of the benefit of the doubt than I give myself, and that's not fair to myself. So I'm not going to be doing that anymore.
That's a good one.
That's one thing. Another thing is to, just take my health more seriously. I'm
Likewise.
generally an active person because of the line of work that I'm in. However, I could be doing more. I could be doing more to develop better eating habits and just being more mindful of the way things affect my body. So I'm going to do that as well. And to just live courageously. Like, just be myself, be more of myself, and stop second guessing myself. I spent a lot of years second guessing myself or questioning why I feel certain things or why I even want to do certain things. And it's okay to, of course, figure out your life as you live in it. That's the only option that you have. But at the end of the day, I want to say that I've lived fully. Mm-hmm. That's what I really want to say. And I can't do that if I'm not living courageously. So those are my resolutions.
Damn, those are some good resolutions,
those was good.
See, those ain't no bullshit ass resolutions, because most of the time I hate people that give
like,
resolutions.
Oh, lose X amount of pounds. It's nothing wrong with those types of things, but we have to stop thinking that a resolution is just a numerical goal. Like, you want to reach X amount of dollars, or you want to do something concrete, when it could just be something as simple as just treat your damn self better.
I think that, those, what's the right, microcosms?
Where did you get this definition from?
I don't know. Please pull that up.
Define.
Yeah.
Microcosm is the word, though.
Yeah.
A community, place, or situation regarded as encapsulating in miniature the characteristic qualities or features of something much larger. Okay. So kind of like the essence of something.
Yeah.
That's what it would be, like, the essence of something, because I'm taking it from encapsulating in miniature.
Just a small quality of it.
The small quality of something larger, though. So it's in relation to something that's bigger.
Yeah, like Blackness, and then you have Black Republicans or Black Independents. It's a microcosm. It's a small percentage of a large part, basically.
Microcosm.
But that wasn't the right word that I was supposed to be using right
Additional definition.
That wasn't the right word, but
it just popped into your head and you wanted to use it.
Well, I was on the right track, but I'm still using it wrong at the end of the day. Because what I was about to say was those type of lose X amount of pounds, they're still trying to work on their cells and being better, but that's not gonna the weight that you have on yourself, that's not gonna do it. Losing a couple pounds, it's gonna make you feel good. That's like an instant gratification type of thing.
It's about the journey to that goal.
Right.
It's about the growth that you show and that you achieve to achieve that goal. It's not about, oh, I met that goal, I completed it, that's it. Because people do shit all the time to complete a goal and don't get anything from it. So hopefully the resolutions that you about to tell us,
I'm on the same path as you as far as
just
definitely being
growth,
definitely being softer on myself so that I could be softer on other people.
Yeah.
Being just more graceful in general. Not taking myself so serious. Taking life so serious. I know that's one for myself.
Your ass need to stop.
Yeah, have fun more. Don't get me wrong, I have a lot of fun, but I take life more serious.
You have a lot of calculated fun.
Yeah, right. I don't have a balance between.
You don't have inebriated fun.
Right. And then just getting more closer to myself to get rid of certain instant gratifications that I do have. I think the instant gratifications are a natural thing. But I'm hooked on them right now. So I think that I got to be better at just making sure I got more self-discipline. That's pretty much about it. The same things I usually got every year, just trying to be better, just trying to be a better person.
So how do you want to grow this year professionally? What do you see next for Fly Shade Ray?
Just-
For 2020 or just beyond? What's just putting yourself in the mindset of just wanting something greater or working towards something else for yourself.
More doing, less talking. That's what Fly Shade Ray is gonna be on. That's it.
I can get behind that. I can get behind that. For myself.
I can't. I mean, no more. I don't need to say nothing.
No more need to be said.
I done said a whole lot with Fly Shade Ray.
That's it. But for myself, I would say just taking more creative chances. Taking more creative chances, and personally, just to stop hoarding content, stop hoarding work. My number one issue that I want to tackle professionally and creatively this year is I will cripple myself with anxiety when it comes to the final product of something that I'm working on, and I'll be so terrified to even finish it because I don't know what the final product will look like, or I'm scared of how it'll be received. So I want to just do right by myself and just take more creative chances. Do what I love to do.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I got the same, like I said, same thing. Same things. What about goes for the Sanctuary podcast and the congregation? We'll
oh
talk
my
to
gosh.
me.
Well, for the congregation, I definitely want more people to grow and learn and unlearn and unpack with us and laugh and cry and all the mess. If you part of the sanctuary now, you need to turn to your neighbor, especially if they somebody new, and tell them like, "Hey,
neighbor,
you might wanna stay seated for this one."
Hey, can I get a neighbor? Neighbor? Tap your neighbor and tell your neighbor.
Neighbor,
I'm here to stay.
I'm here to stay, Dad.
I'm part of the congregation.
I'm part of the congregation.
That's all that needs to be said.
That's what I want. I just want to continue to grow the community. I want you guys to continue to engage with us, and I really want you guys to know how grateful we are that you have remained patient and just stuck with us, because being a creative is hard. Being two creatives is hard, and having two separate lives and 50,000 things going on and going through our own situations, it's a lot. And to produce this type of content for ourselves and to give it to you guys, it's a major thing for us. So we just so happy that y'all have just received it well. So I want the sanctuary to continue to grow. I want to take the sanctuary on the road.
Oh, we going to.
I want to have more video.
We will.
And I want to have more fun.
We will. Definitely got to have more fun.
That's what
man.
I want. That's what I want.
That's my definitely my resolution for the Sanctuary podcast, to be more fun, because fun is relatable.
Yes.
To any and everybody. So
we talk about the deep stuff, but we also have fun, and we just, we love to be
some
ourselves.
People might think we boring because we talk about so much heavy shit all the time, but I think we do a good job with mixing it up. Yeah. Because
having
I'm
a good
fool.
balance.
You a
Yes.
fool, so hey.
Two fools.
Two fools on the pod.
So what do you want other than?
But go ahead.
What do you want other than having more fun? But what do you want to see? What do you see for the sanctuary, or what do you want to help us achieve?
I mean, you said it. I mean, growth with the community outside of what we call the sanctuary, outside of the congregation, obviously. Sponsorships, partnerships.
I want more in-person connections for the sanctuary as well.
I mean, it's the same thing you got. Honestly, I mean, we a team. So with your goals, my goals, and vice versa. So I mean, that's pretty much about it.
Okay. Well, 2020.
Yeah, we stepped in 2020 with an episode on that ass.
Yeah.
Video too. I wasn't gonna say it, but I said it.
I mean, surprise. Bitches.
I mean, that's it. Shit.
I mean, I ain't mean to call y'all bitches, but you know.
No, surprise, bitches. I mean, we can say that.
Now y'all can see how big my hair really is.
Yup. Put her voice to her face.
Anyway.
But I mean, I guess.
So what's next? You want to wrap it up here?
Yeah,
Keep it short and simple for the first day back.
We're an hour in anyway. I mean, we can wrap it up. I mean, I ain't got too much to talk about. I mean, I do. I can talk for days, but we can say that for another episode.
Well, we do want to thank you guys for being tuned in with us. Please make sure you keep up with everything the Sanctuary Podcast by checking out our link tree, which is tr.ee/thesanctuarypod. Our Instagram is also at The Sanctuary Pod. Hit that link tree. You can reach us on all streaming platforms. Excuse me, and just connect with the podcast and engage with us. But aside from that, follow us on social media.
You can follow me,
this gentleman,
at your own risk.
Of course.
I don't know if I said that earlier, but definitely
just
follow at your own risk.
We're gonna tell you twice.
Yeah, at Fly Shade Ray, at Fly Shade Ray. Excuse me, on all social media platforms, and you can follow this young lady.
You can follow me at Blacklae, that is BLVCKLAE, on all social media platforms. Not OnlyFans.
Gotcha. Yo, whoa, I was not. Wow. Okay, well,
I don't have an OnlyFans. I'm just saying, don't go on OnlyFans and search Blacklae because you're not seeing this.
We'll talk about OnlyFans on the next episode, actually, matter of fact. Because I'm going to bring sexy back on there. I'm going to bring black male sexual liberation on there. Because I don't see no... But anyway, you know what it is. You know what it is. It's your boy, Fly Shade Ray. You know my name. You know my gang.
And I'm Blacklae, the coach's consultant. And this has been the Sanctuary Podcast.
Amen.
Season 3, ho.
Amen.